Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Avatar The Last Airbender Season 2 Episode 19. Yes, we are so close to the season finale and we are so close to have perhaps a resolution to the political ploy that we have been seeing in the past, I don't know, 5, 6 episodes. Yeah, this is exciting because it's not just the Earth Kingdom that is in danger, it's the rest of the world. Because if the Earth Kingdom falls, the major portion of land is going to belong to the Fire Nation. And not only that, I doubt any of the other nations will be able to withstand the power of the Fire Nation now that they have all this land, all these resources. And obviously they don't have the major danger of the Earth Kingdom besides them or against them. So yeah, there are consequences. There are dire consequences of what could come out of this political ploy. And the worst part is that the Fire Nation already infiltrate the Earth Kingdom's capital and are so close to the king. And obviously our heroes are separated, everybody's going to another place, and obviously the group has been weakened. And not only that, but Toph has been captured by these assholes who wants to take her back towards her family, and obviously their family is not going to be, oh yes, go outside. No, they are not even going to let her outside of the freaking palace in which she lives. So there are a lot of things going on with this series. But anyway, I don't think you're here to hear me rambling about what happened in the last episode. I did that in my commentary last time. So yes, let me just remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we're doing with the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, the episode, or my commentary. Follow me on Twitter, is that what you desire, and obviously the link to the reaction is in the description below, so you can actually follow me on my B2 channel, so you know, in any case anything happens with this one, you know where to find me. But anyway, yes, enough about this, let's just cut the presentation and watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched second time the 19th episode of the second season. And there is a lot of information here, obviously, regarding the plot that is really now moving forward. And regarding the message behind some of the exercise, let's say, that Aang has to do. As always, I'm going to divide my commentary by the moment I kind of see. Obviously, everything is intermixed, but I'm going to try to make it a little bit more, with a little bit more of order. Anyway, yes. First of all, again, I love how the characters are characters. Even the villains, the antagonists, the protagonists, everybody has their characteristic. And it's not always so serious or so uptight or always happy or always like that. Why I mention this? Because I love the characterization when we're speaking about, or when we're seeing the elite force of Azula, that they make fun of each other, they behave like friends. And I like the little details. Again, yes, I know they are the villains, but it's compelling when you have a villain that is still human. It's not just this monster, because a monster, yes, you say, okay, kill it, destroy it, I don't care. But with this one, you find yourself intrigued by the villains and not just the heroes. And that is obviously connected to Zuko. Zuko so far has been very... I don't think there is another way to call him but an edgelord. Yes, he has his reasonings, yes, there is a reason why he is like that, but so far he has been a freaking edgelord, and you cannot deny that. Again, yes, there is a reasoning behind, but it's the truth, come on. And it feels so weird in this episode when he's behaving like a relaxed teenager. This is how I see him in this moment. Like, he's very chill. He has acknowledged that the suffering has passed, and now, thanks to the show that has been successful, they are in a better position. They have better clothes, better timing, they earn more money, all of that. So they are fine. Obviously, we have seen in the past how he's against this idea, because this goes against his ideal self. The conflict that we saw in the last episode, and obviously in the previous one, we have seen all of that. And now that this conflict has ended, because yes, this is something that Zuko needed, he is happy, he is relaxed, he is enjoying life, enjoying by what it is, life. So he's, yeah, he's happy. He's no longer an edgelord. I'm happy for that, because again, it's something that he deserved. But it's weird to see him like that. It's weird. Sure, but again, going back to Azula a little bit. I love, again, the portrayal of a character that she is not a one-dimensional character, a two-dimensional character, but he has more stuff going on for her. But I actually love how incredibly smart and manipulative she is. She is a great villain. My god, she has every single person that she needs on the palm of her hand. The Dai Li believes that he is in control. He believes that he is the one that is having the best result. He believes that, but I don't think so. My guess, in the moment that the city enters into this revolution, into this revolt, she's going to attack. She's not trusting anybody. But still, she behaves like this caught her by surprise, especially when she spoke with the Dai Li. Oh, who are you? How do you dare you to say that to my face and all that? She's pretending that she doesn't know, but this was her exact plan. She's making herself look weaker and dumber and not observant enough. So this guy, okay, I can manipulate this bitch and there is not going to be any problem with me. But we know otherwise. We know she's so fucking amazing she is. And yes, I know I'm gushing out about Azula, but come on, it's deserved. The amazing way in which she's manipulating everybody to put everything on her way, the way she wants it, is amazing. She's, as I said before, a great villain. It's just scary to think that you could have her against you, man. Especially by how resourceful she is. My god. And obviously that is not it. Once... there are so many things I want to say about this episode, but I lack the capability of making it in order I want. Because yes, again, I have to intermix everything. We know that Zuko is happy and he's attending to this tea shop, and he's happy with that. If you let him be like that, he will be happy the rest of his life. Because now he found peace. Perhaps it's not ideal, but I think he has at least found peace. But unfortunately, and thanks to kind of aloof Katara, he has been discovered. Not by the king, but by Azula. And Azula doesn't want Zuko to be happy. She wants him to capture just to get the more favor of the Fire Lord. So, she receives the information that she doesn't even want it. She was more Azula, she was more concentrated into finding the Avatar and to destroy Ba Sing Se from the inside. But this was just an extra gift for her. Just Katara give it, hey, here, have the cherry on top of the cake. Capture Zuko and Uncle Iroh. So yes, there is so many things wrong with this one, and unfortunately, Katara figured out that these were not the Kyoshi warriors; they were her enemies. Too late, and she has been captured. So far, I haven't even touched about what is going on with Aang, and everything is so fascinated. And before going to Aang, which I'm going to reserve by the end, I love how the father of Katara and Sokka behaves. I don't know why, but I have this idea that he was just going to be angry towards Sokka, that he was going to be a malicious person, that he was, okay, what the hell are you doing here? You don't deserve to be here, something like that. I don't know why I have that idea. Perhaps it's just the classic trope of the father that goes away towards war. Perhaps it's that. But luckily, it's not the case. And I love the way the father, because I don't remember his name, I love the way the father behaves. Because yes, he's preparing to war, but he's not abandoning his children because he wanted. He's just doing something that he needed to do. And now that he sees Sokka and say, okay, I'm proud of you. I always been proud of you. You don't need to prove yourself to me because I always been proud of you. Those words are simply marvelous because it speaks so much about the character of this guy, and I love the fact that he's not a douchebag. I love it. And again, perhaps it's just the trope that, oh, the father that abandons everything and he doesn't care about the children. But I was so wrong. Now, there are a couple of topics I want to leave by the end, and I'm struggling to say which one is going to be in the end. But I think I already decided that. First, Aang's training. He needs to open the chakra gates in order to gain control of the avatar state. Obviously, we know this is something that comes out of the Buddhist religion, and yeah, we have known this, that the thing that we are being seeing here is based on said religion. But I love how they explain the chakras, because the earth chakra which is in the base of the spine, which speaks about survival and fear. Then obviously the water the water chakra which deals with pleasure and obviously is blocked by guilt. The fire one is located in the stomach and is in charge of the willpower and is blocked by shame. The next one is the love chakra, that's what I understood, is located in the heart, and obviously is blocked by grief. The sound, which is located on the throat, is dealing with truth and is blocked by lies. Then the light one, which is in the center of the forehead, which is about insight and is blocked by illusion. And then obviously the thought chakra, which is in the crown of the head, just above here, it deals with pure cosmic energy and is blocked by earthly attachments. There is obviously something connected with Aang, but before going to that place, I did a little bit of research on the internet. Again, it's not much because again, I'm not an expert in Buddhism, and this is something I just found on the internet, and this is something I just get. Even the name of the freaking chakras. I think the root chakra is called Muladhara. Again, I'm sorry if some of you knows this, but I don't know how to pronounce this. Then the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, I think is the correct pronunciation. Then the solar plexus chakra, which is the Manipura. Then the heart chakra, which is Anahata. Then the throat chakra is Vishuddha. Then the third eye chakra, which is Ajna. And the crown chakra, which is Sahasrara. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing this correctly. This is something I have never investigated before. And that's not it. I just found something else. Obviously, we have the same names. This is a root one, but I found something else. Is obviously the elements of the chakras. That is obviously something on the page. That obviously is the first one is the earth one, and is connected to the instinct, security, survival. Obviously is grounded, and they call it that I am. Then obviously the element water, which is obviously fluidity, pleasure, sense of self, and this is called the I feel. Then obviously the fire element chakra, which is the will, the purpose, the strength. And this is something that is just compelling as I do, something that I do. Then obviously the element air that is in the heart, that is connected to love, compassion, balance, and acceptance. And which it says I love, that is how they project it, let's say. Then obviously the element ether, which is communication, creativity, resonance, and is located to the throat, and obviously is it's connected to the truth, and this is saying I speak. And then obviously is the element light that we saw before, which is perception, intuition, imagination. And he's calling I see, what you perceive, what you connect to the rest of the world. Obviously, that is how you connect. And then the last one is the element of thought, which is obviously dealing with wisdom, knowledge, spiritual connection, and he is concentrated in the phrase I know. This is obviously very tightly connected to what we saw. Obviously, we have more mystical stuff in the Avatar series for obvious reasons. This is something that we can project in the reality. It's not interior like in our world. This is obviously connected to the exterior, and obviously the phases in which Aang passed to open the chakras. The egg chakra is obviously the instinct of survival, that he fears the Fire Lord, because yes, he is somebody that he needs to face and somebody who is extremely powerful. So I understand. And then obviously the water one, which is pleasure and is blocked by guilt. Sorry. And he's not enjoying life because he feels guilty about what he did when he abandoned the air temple. Again, it's open. Then obviously the fire one, which is the power of the willpower, and he's feel ashamed of what he did when he tried to go way too ahead when he was training for the fire bending. It's part of him, and I love how these gurus say, okay, but it's part of you. You are the avatar. You are partially, or you are a firebender. This is something that you should not feel ashamed, but you should embrace it. Yes, you should be careful, but you should embrace it. Then obviously the love one is controlled by grief, and I love how they portray this one. Yes, he feels love about everybody what was in the temple, especially by Monkey Atsu, which was the closest ones to him. He feels grief because he believes he abandoned them and they are no longer here. But I love the message that say, okay, love for somebody never abandons you. If you really love somebody, in the moment they die, in the moment they disappear, that love does not disappear. It changes form, but it's still within you. You still love that person that passed away, or you still love that person that go away. That doesn't change. And obviously I love how he transforms into Katara. So yeah, I think I can say with a very high degree of certainty that actually Aang loves Katara. It's not just a silly crush. I don't know if it's the same with Katara, at least not so far, but I can say this, that Aang loved Katara. Anyway, let's continue. Then obviously the sound is the throat, and he's afraid to say that he's the Avatar because he doesn't want to be the Avatar for all the responsibilities. But obviously this is an illusion, and obviously that is what it blocks this chakra. He needs to accept the truth that he is the Avatar, and he really did now. I think he now is starting to understand not just the responsibilities of being the Avatar, but he acknowledged himself as this being. Then obviously we have the light one, in which he say that he starts to see that he is connected. He's perceiving that he is connected with the rest of the world, and the world is connected within himself. Again, this series is wonderful at saying this. This is not the first time that we see this. There are several other occasions, and I love it for that. And then obviously the last one, the one in which he fell, which is the chakra of thought, and is connected to pure cosmic energy. But you need to abandon everything that connects to you to the earth, that you need to be more spiritual than anything. And this is something, I don't know if this contradicts of what we were saying before, or something different, because again, he is telling him that he must abandon everything that connects him to air, but he needs to acknowledge that he's connected to everything that is around him. It's kind of contradictory, but I don't, perhaps because I do not understand enough of Buddhism, is that I do not understand this one, because again, it's obviously you need to be connected to earth in order to protect it. You need to feel connected, but I don't know, perhaps it's just not to be attached to something material, but something ethereal. And I think the interpretation that Aang gave in that moment is the incorrect one. That you do not need to abandon the love you feel for Katara. You need to abandon the feeling that everything is eternal, or material. I mean, everything material is eternal. But the love is going to transcend. I don't know. Perhaps is that misinterpretation from Aang that is actually causing the problems, and I don't think he won't be able to enter the Avatar stage in the future ever again, because yeah, you still have the opportunity to open that last gate once you understand it. You open the last before one, but you still need one missing, and obviously this is create more drama for the series. That's my interpretation of this last segment of the episode. Now, there is something I'm still missing, and it's just how fucking amazing Toph is. So far, nobody has been able to bend metal. Even if metal is encountered on Earth, and obviously it's called the purification of this Earth, but yes, nobody has even thought of that. And obviously no Earthbender has even thought of the idea of metal bending until Toph. Toph's kind of blindness help her, because if you can see the metal, you don't see the minerals inside of it. You don't see what is inside of it. Obviously there are minerals there, because yeah, that is actually metal. It cannot be 100% pure, because I think it's physically impossible, but there is minerals there. There are earth minerals, let's say. And obviously, thanks to the blindness, she can feel the minerals. She can see the imperfections, see the imperfections inside of the metal. And that helped her to say, okay, if I can bend these minerals inside of the metal, I can bend the metal. And boy, she did. My God, that's fucking amazing. And yes, we have a little bit of foreshadowing within this episode when say, oh, you cannot even, not even you can bend metal. But boy, she did. Good Lord, she is utterly amazing. And I was so hyped once to say, oh my God, she's making it. She's bending metal. And when she escaped and kicked their asses, because yes, she is that amazing. She kicked her asses. My God, that was unbelievably amazing. That was simply wonderful to see Toph being this awesome. But unfortunately, obviously the ploy is going dark for our heroes. Oh my God. Yeah, it was an amazing episode, and I've been thinking about it for 20 minutes because it deserved that amount of money. But anyway, yes, I think I really exhausted the topic of this one. As always, let me remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we're doing with the channel. If you enjoy this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, about the episode, or about my commentary. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below, alongside with the link of the reaction and obviously to my B2 channel. If you want to follow me there too, if you want to subscribe to my B2 channel, it's there. Obviously there is no obligation. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, I'm perhaps going to make an announcement for the next episode, but yeah, it's not something bad, don't worry, I'm so hyped for the next one. But anyway, yes, I'm starting to blabbling way too much, so let's just cut all of this. And yes, I have nothing else to say, but thank you for your attention, and well, see you on the next one. Bye!
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.